Welcome into the Beat Sessions. I'm your host, Mitchell Weary. It's Friday, February 4th, and Korn have returned with a new offering entitled Requiem. This is their 14th studio album and follows 2019's The Nothing. And that album cover is outrageous. If you get on a streaming service, the hands actually squish the face. It's definitely in line with something that Korn would do. But I'm really pleased to see this band together after 30 years, pretty much in its original shape. Original drummer David Silveria, he's left about 15 years ago, but Ray Luzier's just picked up right where David left off. I mean, he is incredible on drums. I think his performance on this record is great too. I know that Fieldy is on hiatus right now. I'm glad that he was able to play on this record, and obviously Head left the band for a little bit there, right around the same time that David did. But he has also returned, and it's really just great to see this band building on their sound and experimenting within it, perfecting it, just doing what they do so well. Their sound is so distinct. It's why I've always been such a big fan of Korn. And I really think that the mid-2000s, that phase where you saw metal burn out the way that it did with all these just, I want to call them rap rock bands. And I don't think it's fair to give that title to Korn because they do so much more. I know that their music is very heavily influenced by hip-hop, but it's funky and groovy, and there's still all these other things going on. There's electronic elements. Obviously, Jonathan Davis working in the bagpipes is extremely unique. These guys really are in a category of their own, and are really one of the pioneers of this genre, nu metal, for a reason. What they do is incredible, and this new record is a little lighter than The Nothing, for sure. The Nothing was a dark record. Jonathan Davis certainly in a dark place after the death of his estranged wife and his mother. So I like that this record is, it's definitely got, the lyrics are brighter, certainly. Jonathan Davis is definitely seems in a much brighter place. But I like that, honestly, there seems to be this like shoegazy feel driving this record. Think of bands like My Bloody Valentine, Mazzy Star. Obviously, this still sounds like a Korn record, but that's what makes them so great, is that they can take these different genres, these different styles of music, and incorporate them into their sound and still come up with these amazing, just chuggy grooves. There's some really good guitar work on this record. I think that this record might be one of the best features as far as the exchanges between Monkey and Head. I mean, really just a fun record to listen to for that reason. And like I said, Ray sounds great on drums. Fieldy's bass, amazing as always. And really digging Jonathan Davis, coming back, doing his thing on the vocals. This thing kicks off with Forgotten. It really feels like vintage Korn. I like the chorus. And this is where you really just immediately get that shoegazy feel on this record. Let the Dark do the rest. Really dig this song. Really heavy in the chorus. It's got this great melody in the verses, though, and an ambient breakdown. And I'm really just noticing the compositions, and that's really what you're getting in these records, just more sophisticated structure in these songs as Korn continues to do their things and write songs. And this record, it's a hot 33 minutes with 9 songs, but what I'm loving about it is that there's not a moment on this record that feels unnecessary. Like, everything in this 33 minutes feels like it needs to be here, and I'm loving that about this listen. Start the Healing is your third song. Very melodic track, really just digging this is probably the most, I would say, radio-friendly track on the record. A solid song, though. It leads into my favorite, though, Lost in the Grandeur. I love the intro in this song. You get these, like, scrapping, chugging guitars. This is a great composition. It's melodic. The chorus is spooky. Really just a fun track, and definitely my favorite. Disconnect is your 5th song. Definitely another one of these shoegazy influenced songs, and just a great change of pace too. Your 6th track, Hopeless and Beaten. This is just slow tempo, swampy. I really just like the just chuggy, swampy nature of this song. It's a great change of pace as well, because the majority of this record pretty upbeat. And again, that's just what Korn does. I like how groovy, and you can really dance to their records. I do anyway, without any shame. Your 7th song, Penance to Sorrow. You get right back into it after Hopeless and Beaten, picking up the pace. It's a great blend of heavy and melodic, which, frankly, this whole record is. Your 8th song, My Confession. I love the guitar exchange on this particular song is probably the best on any of the songs. The drums are sick on this song. My Confession, definitely right behind Lost in Grandeur. Probably one of my favorite songs on this record. And it leads into The Worst Is on Its Way. Great closer, really getting that vintage feel in that song. And that's what I like about this record too, is that there's a lot that feels very familiar as far as some of that old sound, but you're getting new elements of Korn, and that's what makes new records from them so great is that you know that you can expect that great sound, but there's going to be something a little different, fun that they're playing with. And I think that this is a complete hit. Vinyl, please, on this new Korn album. I hope you enjoy listening to this record, and I hope you find this review helpful. Please like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, do all the things to help me blow this project up in 2022. And stay tuned throughout the week for more album reviews. We'll see you next time on the Beat Sessions.